Viewers, we have a massive game in today's episode. Charlton versus Sunderland in a promotion battle. Two teams predicted to go up. Who will win? Let's find out. Before we get into it, ladies and gentlemen, if you do enjoy today's episode, make sure you hit that like button and share the video around. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you are alerted when these videos are out. With that aside, let's get into the episode. Oh, it's not going well, is it? Oh, I hyped us up so much at the start of the year with us, winning promotion, winning the league. And so far, we've faltered so much. I'm going to be honest with you, viewers. I've kept my phone silenced for about a week so the board can't get in touch with me in case they are trying to sack me. Because right now, we're stuck in 13th with 4 points, 1 draw, 1 loss, 1 win. And so much was expected of me and our team coming into this year. And so far, we're not doing brilliantly. Of course, the last episode was the game, our first game as Sunderland manager, with a 1-1 draw against Bristol Rovers. And since then, we've had 2 losses, one of which was in the Carabao Cup second round against Forest. Forest are a competent team, so it's fine. We lost against Oxford, and we beat Peterborough. So we need to start turning from consistently rubbish to consistently amazing, and then we'll be fine. And we need to do it quick, otherwise we're going to lose track on the league. The first game that you did miss was a cup competition 1-0 defeat against Nottingham Forest. Now, despite the loss, I was relatively happy with our side's performance because Nottingham Forest are in a division above us. They are in the Championship. And to give ourselves a decent account against a team that is much superior to ours, I was really, really proud about. But it didn't help that Josh Gowen decided to get himself sent off very early on the game in the 26th minute. And that sort of put the writing on the wall a little bit. We weren't expected to do anything at the start of the game. But when he got him sent off, it was a write-off. We might have been able to get a quick set-piece goal. Stoke City header, Rory Delap throw in. You never know. I mean, we don't really have a Rory Delap lookalike, but we'll find one. But straight in the 29th minute, 3 minutes after Scowen got himself sent off, we did concede courtesy of MB Sow. So that man that we didn't have that got sent off really coming to bite us immediately. Of course, the red card and the goal will be on your screen. But yeah, I was pretty happy with this. I'm going to be honest, I'm not entirely disappointed about being out of the competition because we have met our Club Vision board expectation in this competition. We were expected to get to the third round. We've got to the third round. We got knocked out against a better team. So the board's happy. I'm happy. That's all we can ask for, right? That's awkward, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, you predicted it, and you predicted right, which is great for you, but very unfortunate for me. Yet to get a win as Sunderland manager, we came into this Oxford game, a very middle-of-the-table Oxford game, expecting to pull a decent result, and unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. We were very, very poor on the day with no player other than Sanson getting over a 7.0 rating. Despite the fact it was quite an even game, obviously possession was in Oxford's favour. However, we were not able to create any meaningful opportunities, and you can see that from O'Brien's rating of a 6.5. And O'Brien hasn't been brilliant so far this year, and that is a little bit of a worry because obviously coming into this year with Woodburn, Jones and Gooch, you're expecting O'Brien to start bagging in some quality goals, but he's not really been doing anything, and that is a little bit of a worry and something we need to take into account going into this Charlton game. A very big Charlton game where we do need to get a victory. So far, Jones has been our best player, a player that is arguably one of our best players in the squad, but stats-wise, he's not great. He's just really quick, and he has been our best player so far. So we need to start trying to get the rest of our squad firing. Otherwise, we're going to have similar results to this Oxford game, a game where we should be winning, but we're not. Finally, a win, and it did come against Peterborough with a 2-1 victory at home. And despite the goals, you can see by the stats, it was a very dull affair, very, very boring game. But we did manage to take the lead courtesy of Andy O'Brien very early on in the game, 2 minutes in. And despite the goal, and he's still got a 6.9 rating. So after that goal, he did absolutely nothing. They did manage to pull one back to get themselves on level terms through Clark Harris in the 39th minute. And at this point, I'm nervous. I'm looking at the stats. We're at home. We're meant to be dominating. We're not. We're not creating anything clear-cut. And all it takes is for Peterborough to get a set piece, a counter-attack, get a goal, 3 points out the window. But hero of the hour, Miles Kenlock, our brand new left-back, got himself a goal. He has got himself a goal and assist so far this year. Absolutely fantastic signing so far. He's been probably one of our best performing players. And considering we've got him for actual money, I'm glad that's happening, so it makes me look like a competent transfer manager. I feel like Miles right now is a typical performing above what he should be sort of player. He's only rated 2.5 star by our scouts, but the impact he's had on our squad, 1 goal, 1 assist in 3 games has been phenomenal. I'm almost certain that without this guy, we would be in a much worse position, and we most definitely obviously wouldn't have got our win, our first win of the season, which does leave us in a very, very mediocre 13th place with 4 points on the board. However, thankfully, if we're going to go on a pretty poor run, it's better to have at the start of the year. We are only a few points away from getting in the playoffs. However, Hull and Blackpool are currently unbeaten on 9 points each. So we need to get a win against Charlton today. Charlton are also having a really poor season. Charlton are currently in 14th. So 14th versus 13th. Rivalry game. Obviously, Charlton were expected to be up there with us, challenging for the title. Both of us aren't having a great start. Hopefully, it'll be us that sort of powerhouses our way into the playoffs after this game. I think it's safe to assume whoever wins this game is going to have the upper hand, right? And being away from home is not going to be an easy game by any means. However, I am confident we can get ourselves a victory with the squad that we have. We have not had any injuries, no suspensions. We are going into this game a fully strength side. Fully strength. I'm going to play Josh Scowen. I'm going to swap Power and Scowen, I think, and do that. Put Scowen at deep line playmaker. He's got decent tackling, 13 tackling, good work rate. Yeah, this is a side that we are going to go into today's game with. And if you have got any score predictions, make sure you put them in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. And if you get it right, I'll give you a massive high five and a pat on the back. I'm thinking whether or not to bring out Aidan O'Brien. Like, if we look at his average ratings, 6.47 and 6.5 in his past 5 games. It's not good enough, Aidan. It's not good enough, Aidan. You need to step up. I might play Chris Maguire in that position. He is 31 years old. He hasn't got the pace. However, we need to switch something up. And hopefully with Chris Maguire coming in and giving Aidan the day off, essentially, that might give him a bit of kick up the backside that he needs. So this is the team that's going into your game today. Away at Charlton, we're going to have Lee Burge in goal, Dean Sanderson, Tom Flanagan, Jordan Willis, and Miles Kenlock in your defensive and goalkeeping positions. Josh Scowen and Max Power, Jordan Jones, Woodburn, and Gooch, and Maguire completing the number 9 position. I am nervous, I won't lie. I'm pretty concerned with our not so good form and so many expectations being our side. We need to get a victory today, and if we can compound the misery on Charlton, that'll make me even happier, and where we can all laugh at them at the end of the year, wherever they finish. Obviously, if they finish above us, let's not say anything. Right, I'm going to stick with the 4-2-3-1. I might have to change this up because we have been struggling with this tactic, so I might have to revert to a 4-1-2-2-1 maybe. Have I got a defensive midfielder on the bench? I do, Ledbetter. So we can change things up if necessary. Chris Maguire is struggling with fitness, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I should have looked how big Chris Maguire was, because if he was a target man, we could potentially play a shadow striker. Right, what do I want to say to the boys? Go out there and impress me. That's gone well. That's gone really, really well. Have they got earbuds in? Like, what the... Right. Boys, listen to me. Listen to me. I want... What are they called? Blooming... microphone things. You know what I'm on about. Right, listen. I have faith in you. Go out there and make a difference. Right, it's worked. Max Power, Kenlock, and Jordan Willis are listening. You love to see it. Here we go, boys. Let's get a positive win. Very early chance, and Jordan Jones is in. Can he get himself a goal? He doesn't. I don't know what he was doing there. And Moss, former United goalkeeper, I think it is, with a comfortable save. I don't know what Jordan Jones tried to do there. However, we have been able to get the ball back. Ben Woodburn, not really on the impact he'd expect, and having a shot that would compound that fact, and the ball's just transported to the corner flag. You'd love to see it. I mean, I don't know what happened there. Jordan Jones probably should have scored. He was through on goal. Maybe the ball got away. Now, there is a set piece for Charlton. 13 minutes in. The ball is cleared away, and Jordan Jones, the pace maestro, is on his trot. He goes past his man. He hasn't got great finishing, but if we don't win this game, we're going to look back at Jordan Jones and be like, it was your fault. It was your fault, mate. Another chance. We're having all the chances at the moment. Jordan Jones is basically in the midst of it. There is a cross in, however, it's cleared away comfortably by their centre-back. And my God, that was an aggressive tackle. An AK, I mean, tackles are flying. This is a proper rivalry game at the top of the division. If we were the top of the division. Power to Scowen in that deep midfield position. Lovely ball to Kenlock. Can he get that ball in? It's a good ball to Jordan Jones. Sanderson, we're just playing it around, toying with them. Jordan Jones, another opportunity. And he's not able to convert. That's 3 great opportunities he's had. We could be 3-0 up at this point. But unfortunately, Jordan Jones has the finish capability of a spoon. And, oh my God, we can't score. And there on the account, it's 3 versus 2. Oh my God. I mean, thankfully, he doesn't have a good passing range. And we're able to clear it away. I mean, 35 minutes in. We're definitely the better side. And a performance like this, it's a good performance. The only thing that's missing is a goal. And we get a goal before half time. We don't. Right. I don't really know if I want to change anything. I'm thinking of bringing Jordan Jones off. However, he's causing so many issues for their side that I feel like I have to keep him on. Otherwise, we're going to be missing that sort of pace that he's got. And with that, I mean, he's got 9 finishing, 9 composure. It's not horrendous. I might ask him. I might give him an individual instruction to shoot less here, because he's not got great shooting, and see if he can cut it back maybe to a midfielder arriving late in the box. Other than that, might change Woodburn to Aguirre to a deep line forward, and ask Woodburn to be a shadow striker maybe. Have 2 players coming in late from the deeper positions for Jones's crossing. See if that'll change anything. And dressing room's done. Right, into the second half we go. We've been making a lot of money, by the way. I've been realising the stadium, the capacity of our stadium has been helping us massively. And we're doing well in terms of finances. That's what I'm trying to get at. I think we have about 8 million in the bank. I'll show you after the game. But we are not doing anything in the second half. Luco 9 maybe on for Scowen. Scowen is struggling. It's got a yellow card. Charlie White on for Maguire. Change him to target man. Yes, right. Let's change you to a target man. How tall are you? 6'1". Right, let's see if this will change anything around. See if this will change our fortunes a little bit. With 9 shots to their 7. We've definitely had the better opportunities. And so late on, a goal here would be heartbreaking for either team. Ball to Power. Wyke. Jones. What's going on? Gooch! Come on! Let's go. That is the sort of play we wanted. That was Wyke, our target man striker that hasn't really had a look in the first team. Has an influential part on that goal. Pass it to Jones. Jones to a load of space to Gooch. And that comes in off the post to give us a 1-0 lead. That is what we needed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the doors are shut because we're about to time waste, everyone. We're about to time waste, and they're going to hate it. Play for set pieces. The game's done. The game is done. And we are going up to 8th. If we see this victory out, 2-0, put misery on them. Put misery. Ball in. Wyke. Please get that. 09, Power, 09. Lovely ball to Kenlock. Another assist for him. Lovely ball in. Jones! He could have had a hat-trick. He literally could have had a hat-trick in this game. 4 minutes to go. First win in this series on camera. And it has come against one of our rivals for this year, Charlton Athletic. Obviously, both teams are in the Premier League at some point. And both of us have arrived in this league where we are now. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, right, that is a bit of a problem. Gooch is injured. Do we have anyone to replace him? Aidan O'Brien might have to go in that position for the next few weeks. But with that win, that does put us in 9th position within touchdown distance of the playoffs. Unfortunately, Blackpool and Hull are still unbeaten. It looks like them two are going to be the teams to beat this year. And I'm not too sure how good they are. I think Hull were actually previewed to do well, right? I think they were. They were promoted to get promoted and win the division. Me and Charlton obviously just played each other to be up there as well. Where are Blackpool? Blackpool are 8, so they're overperforming at the moment. So, yeah, good result. 1-0. Good tactical changes from myself, I feel like. It's influenced the games there. But there's one thing I need to show you that nearly happened while you were away. I'm not able to find the news article. However, if you look at the owner status, we might potentially be getting sold to new owners. There was a takeover transfer embargo implemented for us while you were gone. Unfortunately, nothing came of it. Now, I'm not too sure why they're looking to sell the club, because we're really, really good at the moment. Gate receipts, the massive stadium we have, is helping us massively. And hopefully coming into next year as well, we might have a big budget to play around with. 7 million in the bank. I'm hoping coming closer to January, they might offer me a little bit of money. I mean, we'll do something live. Junior coaching. Are they going to accept it? Let's see. They don't. Right, we're going to talk with them, however. Get on the phone, everyone. Get on the phone. Right, they've literally they've put their middle finger up at me there. Fantastic. But yeah, let's go into where we're going to meet for the next game. Oh, I feel like there's only one game we need to go into, and that is going to be the Blackpool game. We have a lot of games in between now and then. Plenty to go through in the next episode. However, Blackpool look like they're going to be the team to beat this year. And it's only right that we have a big game early on in the series. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to bring us to an end. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share the video around. It really, really does help me. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.